This is Delana with the Healing Homestead. I don't know if you can see, there's a rainbow in the background. It's really pretty. So I'm actually moving some of this mulch pile over to the trees that I just planted. Some friends of ours gave us some, I believe they're white peaches. So gave us 3 of those. I planted them and moved some comfrey that I had by the camper and split it up and planted it around the trees. And so I've been doing this by hand. And Kenny comes up to me and he's like, here, I'll help. He does one wheelbarrow load and he was like, why don't I get out the tractor? I was like, you are a very smart man, thank you. So he's getting that now. He should be up here in a few minutes. Man, that rainbow's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi. Addie just went all the way down to the barn.
That's okay. Let's see if we can find Dad.
What do you mean find Dad? He's on the tractor.
Yeah, he is on the tractor. He's coming.
It's moved.
What is this, Mila?
Peach tree.
Yeah, so I mulched around it. We've got, let's walk this way. We got some elderberry at the conference last week. Planted that. That's actually adjusting really well.
That's Kaden.
Kaden and Daddy. Oh, that's so much easier. I better go get to work.
I'll help you.
You're gonna help me?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, it depends on what you're doing.
I'm just spreading mulch. So honestly, like, I've never had a tractor. That's something that is so new to me. I've been gardening for a while on a very small scale. Nothing on this scale, but because I haven't had a tractor, I honestly rarely think of using it, and it is so handy. Could we do this without it? Sure. Is it nice to have? Yes. So over here, oh, check out. There's that little bit of rainbow. It's sprinkled just a tiny bit, just enough to throw a rainbow out, but that was it. Sun's gonna set here in a while.
Oh, Mommy, can you tell them what I've been trying to do lately?
Oh, why don't you tell them?
And I can when you do it.
Thing that Mila's been trying to do lately is to take really good, healthy care of her body. So she decided, she had an idea one day that she was gonna run to the barn and back. And she did that, was it 3 times?
4 times yesterday. Today was 4.5.
Yesterday was your day off. That's okay.
Well,
so the first day she did 4 times. Today you did 5?
4.5.
4.5. Okay, that's really good. And then you walk the rest. Smart. So she is working on getting strong and fit like her Bubby and Sissy. She wanted to just be a good steward with the body God's given her, and I mean, we're all trying to do that and trying to get healthier in the foods that we eat, the activity that we have here on the farm, and she kind of is leading the way in that a little bit, huh? Yeah. If we walk over here, Kenny's Aunt Denise gave us these raspberry plants, and they have just kind of taken off this year already. They're doing really well. But what I'm going to do is mulch around it so the weeds aren't choking it out and it has just a little more of a chance to grow. That's the tiniest one. Are you sad?
Hi.
Yeah, you sad? He's sad because Dad went back to the barn with the tractor and took Addie instead of you. He got a turn earlier, but he doesn't want to share. So he's pouting a bit, aren't you? Look at that crocodile tear. Can you give your best pouty face? All right. Well, that actually made really quick work of it. Flowers? Yeah. Yeah, flowers. So we got the trees mulched. Let me walk over here. Here's the elderberry. And the raspberry. Now, will weeds poke through this mulch? Yes. Will it lessen it? Let's hope. I wish I could give you guys a tour of the garden. Just a major turnaround in it, but that'll have to be for another day because we are losing light. I'll give you a real quick scan of it. How about that? There we go. So maybe in a couple of days, I'll give a little tour and an update. I've been using Dave's bedded swamp water. If you haven't checked out the Survival Gardening channel with David the Good, check it out. It's worth its weight in gold. It has literally changed my garden this year. So, and now I've kind of been geeking out and watching so many videos, a lot of his old ones, and really getting into like this idea of propagating the stuff that we already have and growing free plants from it, and you know, seed collection and stuff like that. So I'm learning all the things I can to hopefully make this next year even more successful. And oh man, let me tell you, I don't think it does it justice. There we go. That sky. I love the skies here. I love coming out early in the morning and seeing the sunrise. One of the videos I posted the other day of that, you don't even need a filter or editing because that was just so beautiful, like on its own. Like God's amazing what he has created. Well, the next project, I don't know if I'll get to it tonight since we're running out of daylight, but back there where all the weeds are growing, where I'm extending the garden, I've got a trimmer with a brush cutter, and I'm probably going to chop and drop that so that it can be just decomposing and fertilizing what's there. And we'll do some other things to amend the soil in the meantime. And then the next thing, I'm gonna start trying to work on moving the chickens, and for the winter I want to move the layers up closer to the house. I think it would just honestly be easier, and I'm going to use them in the winter time since they're not going to really be able to free range and do much. We're going to use a composting system where they're going to be composting for our garden. So I've got to work on that in this chicken coop here that Kenny put a roof on, using scrap materials because that's what we do here. But there's so many projects to do. So that'll come another day. Well, thank you for joining me this evening, and we will see you later. If you haven't had a chance, like, subscribe, and actually comment. What are you guys doing in your garden right now? I know a lot of people are just harvesting and kind of done wrapping up the garden for the season. I just planted some fall stuff. I'm not doing it real heavy on the fall crops this year because of some of the soil issues. I really want to focus on fertility. But tell me what you're doing in your garden. Are you planting your fall garden? Are you wrapping up, or are you just dreaming of a garden? Because I did that for years. Well, thank you guys. We will see you another day.